Hey, we're Jess and Joe, and over the last 4 months we have driven the width of Europe into Asia and across Turkey's southern coast. This week the compass points inland and we push our old girl Loretta to her absolute limits. You could call this a pilgrimage to the van life Mecca, but we have to get there first.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Yeni Dogan, apparently that's where we are. It's just an absolute tiny town that we've just stopped at for lunch. Felt like we were really just driving through some real and raw Turkey before. It was just such a quiet little village that you'd never find normally. So nice though to be really off the beaten track. Hey Ribble Bibble, is it Jilly? It's Jilly, isn't it? Yeah. She's not used to this cold.
She's making us some lunch at the side of the road. Little noodle one.
So I don't think you will know this due to the timings of the vlog, but we've actually just had a couple of days off because my cousin Sally came out and met us in Antalya. It's about a week to go until Christmas Day and there's one place we want to squeeze in between that time. It's quite a far drive. It potentially could be snowy there and it's weather dependent on the area that we're going to. So you might be able to guess where it is from those clues. But we've got like a 2-3 day window where the weather looks perfect. So guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna head to Cappadocia. We're not gonna come all this way and not do it. I think it'll be a real highlight of the trip. Somewhere I've wanted to go for years now, and same with Joe. Somewhere we've tried not to watch too much footage of because we don't want it to be spoiled for us by social media and expectations. Maybe there'll be a light dust and a snow, who knows, but I'm so excited. I don't even think I've probably only ever seen like one hot air balloon, you know, just... Babe, we're driving, babe. If it was just hanging out on the bed.
Well, when she wrapped her loving arms around my neck on the dance floor at Chelsea's bar, I should have turned her away, but I was out of sea. I was fire and she was gasoline. But we were both sad and lonely after what death had done. But like rattlesnakes kicked across the ground. Our true loves were dead and our hearts were full of grief. I was fire and she was gasoline.
We don't have a light in the cab, so I'm just using my phone light. We drove all day. It's 10 to 8 and we're 13 minutes from our parkup for Cappadocia. We're obviously arriving at night. We're just sort of taking what we've read on Park for night as that it's going to be safe to drive up there. I don't know what the terrain's going to be like, but and we don't know if the balloons will be on, so it's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, we thought we might as well do all this in one day and then we'll wake up there tomorrow. I'll show you what it looks like when we get there. Oh, there's an amazing massive moon as well, a big golden moon that's low to the horizon and it looks absolutely massive. So nice, such a nice clear night, which is making me think tomorrow should be a good sunrise and the weather should be good for the balloons to go. Getting exciting though. We just went past a lot of like signs for Cappadocia and like one of the touristy towns then had loads of hot air balloons everywhere and it does feel quite exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah. We drove for 8 hours.
Yeah, Joe has slogged it.
We're going to go up to one of the valleys. So the towns of Cappadocia are surrounded by like 2 valleys, 2 big main ones. And we're going to go up Love Valley.
Yeah. This has been the drive into Cappadocia. A little bit of a sketchy one.
and we've just got no idea about what's either side of us. Maps isn't giving anything away. We're close. Bit of off-road. It's not the road, is it? I think it just ends there. Let's just go here, stop. Yeah. I don't want to go any further. Yeah.
Do you want to go in the shocks?
It dropped, but I didn't look.
Is there any like big rocks about we can like stick onto the back of it as well?
Have you got the handbrake on?
Yeah.
And in? Yeah. Okay. We've got to the parking spot.
We are in the maddest place.
We can't really see further than our head torch. So, guys, we're just going to have to go to sleep and see what we wake up to in the morning. We've got no idea if the balloons are on or, you know, if we're overlooking the right spot. No idea. We're both absolutely done in.
It's exciting though.
It's exciting. Guys, I don't know if I'll sleep, but we're going to pick it up in the morning.
It's happening.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
But I think we're literally next door to them.
It's -3.
-3, man.
Oh.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh my god, some of them are going.
I know.
I know everyone always says it and it's a cliche, but this is absolutely magical. It's the best place I've ever been in my life. What's happening? Highs and lows of van life. Like, we obviously want to be real with you all. Like, this morning was such an incredible high. It's almost like an emotional experience, which, you know, it sounds that funny, but it really was. But then, yeah, pretty much after that we realised Loretta's leaking about everywhere you can be. She's got a coolant leak, a transmission fluid leak, and an engine oil leak. So, been under there tightening some Jubilee clips today. Hopefully it's just that, and there's no split hoses or anything, but probably the 8-hour drive didn't do any good. And the aircon is just absolutely squealing whenever we put it on. so it was -3 here yesterday, and we're not going to have any heating when we drive, which will be a bit grim, especially how breezy it is in the cab of Loretta, because it's so drafty. It gets absolutely freezing in there. So
we're not going to let that stop what started as an incredible day. So we've let Ripley just have a little play out here while there's no dogs around. And yeah, guys, we're going to go and explore this valley, which looks like something from a different planet.
looks like Mars or something.
It's something I've just never even seen before.
It's called Love Valley.
Love Valley.
Well, there's a few actually, but
The one we're going to go into now is Love Valley, and you'll find out pretty soon why it's called that. When we were driving yesterday, when we were starting to get close to Cappadocia, it was the first time I felt like we were on another planet. The surroundings that we were going through and driving through just really felt like Star Wars planets. I think that's the first time I felt like that.
I feel like and I feel like the cities feel a lot more like Asian, for want of a better word, like Middle Eastern,
Yeah.
than the rest of like the south coast of Turkey, which feel like a little bit more European to me, you know, a bit more like the kind of like a bit like the Greek towns a bit.
Yeah, we saw people yesterday with like cows in tiny little backyards, and sort of like how people dress, what they wear, and it just felt like another planet, like in the best way possible. It felt amazing to be so immersed. I'm so happy we drove to Cappadocia because that was one of my favourite drives ever.
Outdoors unlocked. Be safe, Loretta. Don't know if anyone could steal it in its current condition anyway.
They'll be like, what the fuck's up there? Real life film set. Wow. Wow. Is it the Grand Canyon? Who knew Turkey looked like this? Over there's that amazing snowy mountain as well. It's very hazy right now, but literally looks like Mount Fuji. Turkey is so slept on. Like, it's got everything, every type of climate, every type of unusual, you know, like nature environment. It's got like salt plains. I'm sure it's got a desert section.
Lakes, seaside.
Lakes, yeah, mountains, deep forests, beaches that are unreal, diving, markets, canyons. And yeah, and it's empty, and as you can see, all the hotels are getting renovated. The whole town's getting renovated by the look of it, and they must just be getting ready for next season. And we found that a lot in Turkey, that a lot of the locals will just work through summer and then they'll have the whole winter off. They just must make that much money to keep going through the winter, and I really love them. I'm so jealous of that way of working. I wish we could sort of live our lives more in tune with the seasons. You know, like, you can't be full bloom all the time. Sometimes you need to just wither up into a little crinkly leaf in winter and hibernate, and that's what these Turkish do, and I'm here for it. Walking back out the village, I'm gonna go into the valley.
It was very beautiful, and actually on the far side of the castle there was much more life. There was little shops and much more little restaurants and stuff, so
lots to do there.
Lots to do, yeah. Would recommend if you're in the Cappadocia area, come to Antalya. Actually turned into a bit of a hike, this, isn't it?
Yeah, we've already done 10k.
10k kilometres, 10k steps.
10k steps. On this weird sandy terrain as well.
Big steppy steps. What's that elevation to?
So we're at a dead end. So it's on the shadows there. We're parked over there, and that's Love Valley. We thought there'd be a path.
In classic Jess and Joe fashion, the path has just ended after we've walked from the top of that hill up there all the way to here, and now we're gonna have to go all the way back to walk around because there's just no route down the valley. Well, I suppose there is a route, but you'd have to be very brave to go down it.
Well, it's a bit mad. It's like scary. Now, as you saw, we walked the wrong way, but these massive phallic rocks give Love Valley its name.
So we made it back to van after what felt like a massive walk.
It was.
And now I've just whipped us up some mushroom soup and a basilemi, all from the scratch. Healer soup. I don't think it's really going to do any healing because it's actually just like cup of soup out of the packet.
Van life, baby! Hopefully it's too cold. She likes good at you.
I think we're actually really lucky because today all the balloons have launched on the other side of the valley, so we actually get to see it both ways. Yesterday they all launched on our side and today they've all launched on the opposite side.
Back at the van, we just actually got chatting to another English van life couple, and the Belgian people we met yesterday were still here too, and they gave us some Christmas cookies. How adorable. They're so nice as well. And we just got back to the van now, just warming up. It is cold out there. I just keep thinking about if that's the last time I'm ever going to see those balloons, and
Might come back.
I'll be sad if it is. I don't want it to be. Maybe we'll come back and go in one if we ever do come back. Or we'll stay in Goreen and see them from like the Turkish breakfast restaurants. That looks pretty incredible too. But yeah, just absolutely incredible. One of the best things we've ever seen for free. Can I just add, for free? You can see that. And they actually land the hot air balloons on the trailers. It was so gangster. I didn't have the camera with me, but just landed it straight on the trailer. Joe's just making us some beans on toast. We'll get ready, warm up, and we'll hit the road in a little bit. We'll catch us after brekkie.
What a beautiful place. Sad to be leaving it, but we're gonna go somewhere else cool.
What they don't tell you about Cappadocia, the road in, a little bit questionable.
Jess is getting a little edit on, and I'm gonna try and sort some jobs around the van because some things have been falling apart a little bit. And did everyone hear our heater on the way down here? It sounds like someone's playing a trumpet in there. And also it was absolutely freezing cold. Like, it was unbearable when you try and drive and all the draft comes in. It's so cold. So this is TUZ GOLU, or Lake TUZ, or Salt Lake as it translates. And it's the second biggest lake in Turkey, and it is really salty, really salient. In the summer, when the sun evaporates a lot of the water, you can literally walk right over it when you're just standing on loads of salt. Not sure if you still can in the winter, but we're going to have a go. We're in proper nature though. There's no one around here. There's like a salt processing plant in the fog over there somewhere, and that's it. Yeah. Seen some shepherds, some donkeys and some sheep, some goats and stuff, but that's it. Yeah, and a couple of big Kangal dogs as always. It's -1 right now. Been running the diesel heater just all night. Basically since we got to Cappadocia we've been running it constantly. Still haven't fixed the blower in the cab, but I'm going to have another crack at it today. I think I need to look underneath the hood, so we shall see, we shall see.
How did we go from Cappadocia to this? This is crazy. I feel like I'm in Davy Jones's locker.
Jess just described it as Davy Jones's locker, and it's like we're in like a weird van life version. So they hallucinated like crabs and stuff, we're hallucinating like
The
tyres. Like, does the shepherd live in there?
I mean, Riffy's having a good time. Hopefully we'll get a bit of sun. The sunset was dead pretty last night.
Yeah.
It was so cold we didn't get out and film it.
And it was cloudy, so we wouldn't have got the stars.
Yeah, that was it.
Ripley's been keeping an eye on it for us, but the fog just doesn't seem to be listening.
You best start believing in ghost stories, because you're in one.
Should we watch Pirates of the Caribbean later? 1 through 6. All nighter. The weather app's been saying it's meant to get sunny. Just, you know, all day. It's like the next hour's going to be sunny, the next hour's going to be sunny, but...
My weather app says it's sunny now.
Fucking lying, mate. Mostly sunny. Not true.
Weather apps in Turkey cannot be trusted.
I want that weather app to be no more.
I'm going to sue it. You're getting sued.
He called me a fat, smelly Shout out James, the influencer. And now Jess won't put that in the edit, she's too scared.
I'm not scared, we're just trying not to swear as much. Now it's like we're in a horror film called like The Mist or The Fog. Isn't there a horror film called something like that?
Mm-hmm. I think so, The Fog or...
The Mist. The Fog maybe?
Yeah.
It's getting denser. Can't see as far down the road. Feels a little bit like freezing fog. Our batteries are dying. Water's running low. But we've got a plan. We've got a plan. Cappadocia feels like a real turning point. Literally and philosophically in the trip. It's the furthest point that we're going to go into Turkey. So now we're kind of on our way back. Kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Still loads to come though.
Yeah, we spoke to a couple yesterday who were actually going home after New Year. Like home, back to work and everything, so at least it's not that.
I totally forgot I was meant to be filming a cooking montage.
Oh my god.
But all I've done is chop some tomato and some garlic, put it in a pan with some Italian spice, some salt and pepper. Yeah. And now for me trusty TVP. Running a bit low on this. That's done us 5 months or something though. Good stuff this. Got about 50 grams of protein per 100 grams. It's pretty much, well, it's half protein. You can see once it dehydrates a bit, kind of thickens up your pasta and you end up with like more of a bowl look. I've just got it on a low simmer. I have a stock cube as well. Push that up in there.
I've seen on TikTok that you can make the ack noise. Wait, I got such a funny face from her.
I realised I'd forgot to make the garlic bread as well. Jess was just going mad, shouting her head off, swearing at me and that, saying I have to make the garlic bread.
I need garlic bread!
We've made Ripley jump out of skin.
Ripley, I need garlic bread, babe. I need it. Oh, look at that. That's butter banging.
You need to play for that garlic bread. How was it?
Truthfully, like a rating.
Yeah. I mean, not too truthful.
6.5. The garlic bread was incredible.
What's wrong with the pasta like?
Well, you're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Say it.
I would have just loved a bit of parmesan.
Fuck.
That vegan parmesan?
Literally add nothing to the dish anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Get these dishes done in. That's better. Hey, little scuffs that emptied the dishes straight away.
Whoa! Any need? I work for this family. I support this family.
I'm speaking about you.
Guys, let us know, do the vlogs sound better? We got a new microphone. Let us know. It's hard to tell the difference. No, I think it is making a big difference. We got the Sony mic, so, you know, we're legit. All cozy in bed with the diesel heater still on. And we're gonna watch our film. And we will see you guys in the morning, guys.
Peace out, A-Town.
Peace out.
How's the weather?
Still misty as hell.
Visibility is 0. So it looks like we're going to be leaving Lake TUZ without seeing it.
We did see it on the way in.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching our Cappadocia vlog. It really does feel like such a monumental place to reach in the van. It's literally right in the middle of Turkey when you look at it on a map. Like, it's where Turkey is written. And there was times when we really didn't think we'd be able to make it, did we? Like,
And it was so amazing. It was so worth it.
it was just incredible. And the fact that it's free, I'll just never get over that. That was one of the best experiences of our life, and it was free. Yeah. And the park and spots there are incredible. You've got to go before they make that. Well, sometimes apparently they do charge you, but you know, you've got to go to there before health and safety intervene and stop you from parking on those cliffs.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, so good, so good. And you don't need to do the touristy stuff, just walking around through the valley, seeing the fairy chimneys, seeing the cave houses. Oh, it's just incredible. Worth it, 100%.
So we didn't get to see Lake TUZ like we wanted, but Cappadocia was absolutely worth the visit anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Christmas is next week, so we're unsure if we're going to film or not, but
yeah.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Love yous. Bye.
Okay, guys. There's only one way for us to leave Davy Jones's locker.
Arr, arr, arr.